Hi everyone, it's Stephanie Thompson. Welcome back to Read Your Library. Today in our video we're looking at another book on the sort of general Middle Eastern shelf in my library, and we're heading up a little bit north of where we were before into Anatolia, which we know today as Turkey, modern-day Turkey, parts of Greece. And the book we're looking at today is called Birds Without Wings by Louis de Bernières. This author is probably best known for a book he wrote that was made into a movie, Captain Corelli's Mandolin. The movie starred Nicolas Cage, I believe, and some of the characters in this book are actually also in that one. So if you've read that book or seen the movie, you might make the connection if you read this one. I haven't read Captain Corelli's Mandolin, but this book I really enjoyed. It is a love story, a tragic, unfortunately, love story, set in Anatolia, as I said, in the First World War and the years following, and the characters in this book, which centers around a particular village in Anatolia that, with the rise of Turkish nationalism, becomes Turkish, although the people who lived there before the war are all mixed together, Muslims and Christians and Armenians, Turks, Greeks, everybody together. And so the characters in this book get caught up in the events of the First World War, Turkey's involvement in the war, the fading years of the Ottoman Empire, and then the rise of Turkish nationalism under Mustafa Kemal Atatürk, the father of modern Turkey. So there's a lot in there. It's a great story. It's packed with details about this period and this time, which I was fascinated to read about. On my father's side, my family, we think, originally came from Turkey before settling in Lebanon. So it's definitely a part of the world that's really fascinating because, as you know, Turkey is really the very crossroads, borderlands between what's considered Europe and what's considered the Middle East and the rest of Asia. So it's always been a crossroads and always been a fascinating place where people of all kinds collide, and never more than in this book, where things happen to the villagers and the couple at the center of the story that are really beyond their control because of the geopolitics of the region, the war, and everything that is happening, and the unforeseen consequences of things like nationalism and religious fervor, which unfortunately we see to this day are still so important in governing the lives of ordinary people in these regions of the world. So Birds Without Wings, I recommend it. It's a good read. It's a fascinating look at the region of Turkey and Greece at this period. And thanks for joining me, and I'll see you next time on Read Your Library.